Oh, this feels good to actually have time to talk to you guys. How do you introduce a YouTube video? Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Nah. If you do that one, I unsubscribe straight up. Hey, if anyone's trying to join a cult, just hit that subscribe. Nah, that's too aggressive. I think the best intro on YouTube is absolutely no intro at all. So let's just run it. The question I get more than any other question, more than
SIXSPEED, why do you sound Asian?
More than
SIXSPEED, what accent is that?
And to answer those, I sound Asian because my sinuses are always messed up. And my accent is a slight British accent because my parents are from Africa. The question I get most is, hey SIXSPEED, we love the content. When are you gonna start producing some full-length content? And well, that day is today. So let me talk about kind of my goals for the channel. There's two types of channels, right? You got the automotive fixes, the flexes, and I have no problem with either one of those, honestly. Although I'm not much of a flexer, so naturally my content is gonna trend more towards fixing and teaching people stuff. Now, if you clicked on this video, you either already subscribed, in which case you're day one, and I appreciate you, because I really have no content and I have 850 subs, which is honestly pretty amazing. I have like 4 videos, right? The first one, don't watch the first one. There's also a TikTok I posted here on YouTube Shorts, and then 2 other kind of full-length videos. But yeah, I essentially have no content, and I appreciate you if you're already subscribed. Now, if you're here and you're just coming over after today's date, which is May 17th, hey, what's up? Welcome. We're gonna have some fun content planned. Now, you might also be here from like, let's say 2025, I don't know, June 6th, 2025, and the algorithm has recommended this video to you, in which case I probably have 300,000 subs. Nah, I'm just playing. And you're like, hey, I wanna see where did this guy start? What was the inception of this channel? And well, that's this video right here, the introduction. I honestly don't know what I'm doing. I just set up the camera. We got some lights, you know, a cool desk setup. So I guess I kind of do know what I'm doing. But in terms of making full-length content, I have no idea. I've made decent TikToks and they've done pretty well, honestly. I'm pretty happy about that. And I appreciate all you guys that watch them and comment on them. I do respond to pretty much all the comments, as you can see on a lot of the videos. So I do take time and I really appreciate you guys. I don't say that enough, but I appreciate you guys. Yeah, but a lot of people want a full-length content, and I kind of do want to do that. You know, I'm studying engineering right now at U of H. Do I want to do engineering as a career, or do I want to do YouTube? Obviously YouTube. So yeah, we're gonna try and get something going on this channel. Hopefully it works out. I have no idea. Even if it doesn't, it's still fun. Every experience, you can take something away from it. So there's no such thing as, oh, I spent countless hours making videos and I'm not doing it as a career. You're still having fun, hopefully. So anyway, yeah, I don't have that much, you know, going on right now. There's a few different cars sitting outside. I live in an apartment complex, but I think we should go take a look at those, and I'll talk you maybe through them, the plans for them, the mods they currently have. And okay, most of them need to be repaired, so we'll talk about that as well. Yeah, so let's head outside and we'll see how this goes. Is that my neighbor looking at me? Hey Jimmy. Bro, this man. Okay. And bam, just like that, we outside, and we have the bane of my existence in pretty much 3 parking spots. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but yeah, it definitely makes life interesting. Let's kind of knock these out one by one. I guess we'll go in the order in which I got them. So this is a 1995 Mitsubishi 3000 GT. Unfortunately, it's not the twin turbo, but hey, it still looks pretty cool. I put some gold wheels on it. I don't know how I feel about those, honestly. They actually rips, and you know the stigma with rips, so I might try and change those out. Other than that, you can probably tell it's pretty dusty. I'm actually working on the timing belt right now, which I'll show you guys. Other than that, it has 85,000 miles, so pretty low mileage, and it is honestly pretty clean. It cleans up nice once you get all this dust and stuff off. It does need a few things. Let's see if we can pop the hood real quick and check it out. I did take out the battery because I was unplugging a whole bunch of electrical stuff. So we gotta go old school key, hood release right there. So you can see I was working on the timing belt. The battery's removed, the airbox is removed, the intake plenum's removed, and I'm making my way. It's taken me a while because, as you guys know, I make the TikToks. But yeah, we got our timing belt right over here. The valve covers are removed, and so I just have some, what is this, trash bag covering it because I don't want dust or particles or debris flying in there. One cool thing, this car actually has electronic suspension. So like I was saying, it's ahead of its time. Unfortunately, I don't think mine works. I haven't really dug into it. Like I said, I've only had this car for about, well, actually it's been a year, but I haven't really driven it because I was scared the timing belt would snap. The last time the timing belt was changed was actually in 1998, I believe. Yeah, so it's been a while. Oh, shoot. There's one of my tools. I've been looking for this thing. All right, let's close that up and we'll move on. I guess we could check out the interior. Let's see what we got going on here. Yeah, so the interior, it's honestly pretty clean. It still smells like the, you know when you get a car, it's gonna smell like the previous owner. This one still does because I haven't driven it. But yeah, interior is pretty clean. No cracks on the headliner or tearing or anything. The dash, no cracks. This driver's seat's kind of messed up, but yeah, pretty clean, 5-speed, 85,000 miles. So it's gonna be a fun one to get going. Next up, we have my pride and joy. This is honestly the best car to drive in terms of just a pure driving experience for like under, let's say 8K, because the values are going up. This is the way to go. I picked this one up actually from Louisiana, and if you've ever tried searching for a Miata, you know it's cutthroat. Like the Miata market is no joke. I literally had to fight 13 people, you know, not physically. I was trying to cop this on Facebook Marketplace, and I was like, hey, if you can hold it for me, I'll even pay you extra. The dude was like, no sir, I can't do that. You have to be here first. And so one of my boys and I left at 3 in the morning. Shout out Dwayne, he's the reason I was able to get this. But yeah, this one is even better. Okay, so that one has 85,000 miles. This one has only 58,380. Now, when I picked it up, it had 54,460, something like that. Super low mileage. This is also a 1995, and it's completely stock aside from the wheels. So I did put some Koenig heliums on there because they were cheap and they look kind of like the RPF ones, but I didn't want to be that guy that just goes straight to the RPF ones. And like I said, they were cheaper, so I went with those. Tire wise, we got some Nitto Neogens, which are really nice. Meaty tire setup. It honestly looks pretty good on this car. Brakes, I do have some sequence rotors with stop tech pads. Eventually I want to paint the brake calipers, but that's a project for another day. Yeah, so it's fully loaded. I mean, we got the headrest speakers, we got leather seats. It's also a 5-speed. Of course, I would never buy an automatic. What is this? Oh, there's my phone. Got some Inception going on right there. Last but not least, we got the 1990 BMW E30. Now, I kind of regret buying this, and it pains me to say that, but I do think I overpaid a little bit. What does it have going for it? Well, the body is pretty clean. It was repainted by the previous owner. I mean, you can just tell, pretty shiny. I waxed it up. But other than that, it does need so much work. Like mechanically, it's honestly a 1 out of 10. It's not really drivable. It has also reps on it. These are like fake BBS, which I don't know, it kind of turns me off. They do look really sick, but eventually I'm probably gonna swap those out for some other wheels. I guess let's pop the hood and talk about it mechanically, because that's where it really needs the most work, and it's gonna be a fun project. But like I said, cosmetically it's pretty good. I mean, even the interior, pretty clean. Also a 5-speed. I think I'm just like stuck in that generation of 5-speeds. But yeah, interior is pretty clean. As far as rust goes, there's no rust by the sunroof. Little to no rust in the trunk, just some surface rust. There is one frame rail. I think it was jacked up improperly, and that's like kind of rusted out and spread. So I'm gonna have to fix that. But yeah, this one has, okay, it says it has 38,852 miles. But unfortunately, the cluster was swapped at some point, so no one knows the exact mileage. But this one's also pretty much stock. I mean, aside from the wheels, and it's on lowering springs. Other than that, completely stock. Let's pop the hood. Whenever I pop the hood, it feels like an earthquake. All right, I love how this hood opens up backwards. So cool. Mechanically, it needs a lot. The timing belt, I have no idea when it was last changed, and I've never actually owned a BMW. I told myself before I buy any car that's not Japanese, I would own every single cool Japanese car, including the AE86, Mark III Supra, you know, all the ones that like, not just the hypebeast ones like the RX-7 FD and 300ZX twin turbo, you know, all the Japanese cars. However, this is my first time owning a BMW, and I think it's just one of the coolest looking cars ever. Essentially, it leaks a lot, okay? You hear the memes about BMWs leaking. You don't realize how true that is. Like, look right there. That's a power steering leak, and I just have this thing parked. But yeah, it needs a timing belt, valve cover gasket, a new fuel pressure regulator. It could do with a new brake master cylinder. It needs a new condenser. The condenser's leaking. Basically, all the seals, like valve cover gasket, oil pan gasket. There's a little breather tube that sits under the intake, and there's 2 gaskets on that. The bottom one's leaking. Power steering's leaking. And the other thing about old BMWs is, depending on the climate, wiring might be a thing. Because I believe BMW decided to use biodegradable plastics for their wiring. So whenever you take off a connector, it's just gonna crumble. And that does kind of suck, but it is what it is. It just looks sick, okay? There's no getting around that, but look at this baby. Such a beautiful car. All right, and people ask me all the time, yo, what's your favorite car? And obviously we have 3 pretty awesome cars right here, but it's actually none of those. It actually goes to this, which is my daily. This thing looks pretty decent, right? For a daily, it needs some new brake rotors, not because they rusted, but they actually worn out. I just haven't driven it in a while because the sticker's expired, and I am too broke to get that registered, but it's okay. We're gonna get it registered soon. Yeah, it was in an accident, as you could tell, and I actually bought it like that. I paid $2 grand for it. It had like, what, 92,000 miles. So honestly, pretty good deal, because these babies are mad reliable. So I look forward to getting this to 200,000 miles. Maybe I'll get a new door, maybe not. I just have so much money invested in the cool projects, and besides, Houston drivers are insane. So if this does get hit, which it has almost gotten hit so many times, I'm not stressing, you know? So I'll probably just leave that how it is. Anyway, that's gonna wrap it up. Plenty more videos on getting these things fixed up, because cosmetically, they all look pretty good, but they do need a lot of work mechanically. And yeah, I don't know how to end a YouTube video, so I'm out.